Do you remember this really luscious old song? Give a listen. Well, sadly, it's summertime right now, but the living isn't so easy. In fact, we're mostly cooped up in our homes, wishing we could be out playing with our family and our friends, many of whom we haven't seen in months. Well, my topic for today addresses this need to make life better even when we're cooped up at home, and specifically how to make your home feel better through the use of color, and even more specifically, dark color. This is one of my favorite topics of all time, the magic of dark colors and what they can do, the effects they can achieve in your home. So in this video, I'm going to talk with you about the principles of light colors, bright colors, and dark colors. And I'm going to show you some examples of what the dark colors can do for you. It's a true champagne tip for a beer budget because you can almost literally knock out walls and raise ceilings just through the use of dark color. So before we jump in, would you give this video a nice little thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And now let's go ahead and dive into the topic, shall we? Let's talk about bright colors. You all know what they are, I don't need to tell you. They're those brilliant, vibrant, exciting colors. I think of them as in-your-face colors. Why? Because they pop. They catch your eye. The people who dress Queen Elizabeth obviously know about the principles of bright color. You could spot her in any crowd without even having to look. Bright colors most definitely pop. Now let's take a look at light colors. These are the ones most traditionally used in most home decorating. Most people believe that if they paint a room in a light color, it will seem bigger. But this can be a decorating myth. Why? Because light colors actually advance. They bring things closer to your eye. When you take a look at these examples, you'll see that the light colors seem to come toward you and the dark colors seem to go away. Now it's time to talk about the main subject, dark colors. I've always known there were lots of shades of black, but I was astounded when I Googled how many shades of black are there and found the answer was 105. Unbelievable. Well, that old black magic certainly has me under its spell. We know that bright colors pop, and we know that light colors advance. Well, dark colors recede. What this means when you use them in the right application is that they can make ceilings feel as though they're higher than they are. Or they can make walls recede into the distance. Here's an example from my own condo. This is the kitchen the way it looked when I bought the place. When I say it's a tiny kitchen, I am not kidding you. It's a mere 8 feet wide from wall to wall. By using a dark tile on the backsplash, I made it feel so much bigger. And this was the way my master bathroom looked when I originally bought the place. Again, the tiniest room in the whole wide world. But by using dark tile for the shower, I made that room recede into the distance. Now let's take a quick look at a few more examples of how dark colors can make a wall feel like it's receding and therefore make a room feel like it's bigger than it really is. This alcove is in my own entryway, which was feeling very claustrophobic until I painted the alcove a dark color, and the walls seemed to fall away, and when you walk down the hall now or even stand in the hall, you just feel like it's a bigger, more open space. I think many people, in fact probably most people, are kind of afraid of dark colors. they want to go with something safe like white or cream or beige or a very pale pastel. But if you have a good understanding of some of the applications where dark colors can work, you begin to realize that they can be safe colors too. Let's say, for example, that you have a really small room, almost like a closet. There's actually no hope of making a very tiny room look bigger, so why not just go for it and paint it in a beautiful, lush, dark, exotic color? This same idea applies if you have a naturally very dark room, say something with no windows, and there's no hope of making it really look light and bright. Why not just go with dark? Another great place where you might have the courage to try some dark colors would be in a room that you seldom use. Great examples of this would be a dining room, or maybe a powder room or a guest bathroom, or even a guest bedroom. These are excellent rooms where you can step outside your comfort zone and just be dramatic. And then, of course, there are rooms that you want to feel extra warm and cozy, and dark colors can definitely create that effect for you. A library would be a good example of a room that falls in this category. Now let's take a look at a few examples of how dark colors can work really well in these kinds of spaces. Are you just a teensy bit nervous about the idea of painting something in a dark color before you know whether you'll like it or not? Back in the old days, what I used to do is get a big stack of black or whatever color construction paper, and using blue painter's tape, I would tape it to the area and then stand back and look at it, and I could get a general feel for would I love it, would I hate it. Nowadays, you can certainly Photoshop the effect you want. Take a picture of your room, put it in Photoshop, change the color of the wall. But if you're not good at that, you can also go to Google and just type in free color visualizer, and several websites will turn up that you can use, or apps on your phone, so that you can take a picture of your room and then change the color before you go out and commit to actually painting. So that's the end of my tips for today. I have one last thing to say. You probably know what it is. Stay safe, stay healthy, because I love you.